Hey, what's up, everybody? Today, we're going to talk about some weekend notes, and we're going to talk about the Cowboys 25, celebrating the Cowboys' 25th anniversary of their 1992-93 Super Bowl victory over the Buffalo Bills, all right? So, we're doing reminiscing, and we're talking about some news here. So, this is serious, all right? We're talking about the good old times, okay? But before we get to that, let's talk about some news here, okay? So the NFL has announced their compensatory picks. They released this earlier. Usually they release them around March, but I guess we are kind of getting close to March here, so they went ahead and released it. That means the Cowboys draft picks are locked in. We only knew, that we had 1, 2, and 3 locked in as far as where we're at. The number 28th pick, the number 60 and 92. Because at the end of the third round, that's when the comp picks, they come in. So we didn't know the exact draft number in the other rounds, but now we do, okay? For more information on that, go check out the blog. I put in, the details of that, and that's cowboysblog.net. So go check that out, and I have, all that there. All right, so the other thing that we have here, Jerry Jones was asked about Tony Romo's status. According to him, there's been no decision made on him, which, of course, to me, this is business, okay? Jerry Jones is running $1 billion business. He's not going to show his cards. He's been doing what he's doing. He knows what he's doing with this, okay? So he's not going to say yes, this or that, or release or trade or whatever. So he's gonna keep low profile. I mean, this is what I think anyway. And he's going to go over here to the combine and let the trade whispers and release whispers begin, okay? This is where it's going to start happening. We've already been hearing this and that, conflicting reports. We really don't know. We're not going to know until we might get more clarity here at the combine, possibly. And I think we should, because when the combine finishes, we're pretty much on the heels of free agency. So I think, we're getting close to it, okay? Okay, the other part here what we want to talk about is the Cowboys' 25th anniversary, okay? So, for me, the Cowboys, they hold a special, place in my heart. Those were my Cowboys. My dad, he raised me as a Cowboys fan. Staubach and all those guys, Hayes and all them, those were his. Passed it on to me. I started watching the Cowboys when I was young, and we're losing with Landry, and then I saw the whole the takeover with Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson. I went through that whole 1-15, just like all you other guys that went through it. If that's your era of Cowboys, you know what I'm talking about. I remember those playoff losses early on to Detroit. I remember I cried. I cried on that Detroit loss. But each season it improved. We got closer and closer. And we finally did. We got in there and we crushed Buffalo. That was still my favorite Super Bowl. I remember watching the VHS of that Super Bowl, even after the victory, over and over. Even the San Francisco championship game, I watched that over and over for another year or 2 or 3. I mean, that was a special, special team, So take a look at this, okay? I'm going to show you something real quick that I have here as far as my memorabilia of that team. So check this out real quick. All right, so this is one of my favorite pieces in my house. This is the 1992-93 Cowboys Super Bowl. We beat the crap out of the San Francisco 49ers in a slugfest. Alvin Harper, Emmitt Smith, the whole squad. That's when we came in, beat them in their house, and then we faced the Buffalo Bills, and we destroyed them from the get-go. I was still young when I saw this game. I was in my teens, but these are my Cowboys. And now we're celebrating the Cowboys 25. This is the Cowboys 25th anniversary of the Super Bowl win, and it's beautiful. It still brings back great memories of that Super Bowl. So that's my memorabilia there. I've had it for years. It's already starting to age. It's starting to yellow. I probably need to put some kind of preservative in there or something. I know they make it for comic books. I can probably put something in there to preserve that paper. But it kind of gives it style, you know. It gives it style, you know. Makes it look legit. I mean, it totally is. I mean, it's old. 25 years. Can you believe it? I want the Cowboys to get back to that. You know, I want this era of Cowboys to be my son's era. You know, Dak, Zeke, Dez, the offensive line. I want them to be his era. Okay, so you know they did a celebration here, and there was a speech. Take a look at some of this video here of Jerry Jones receiving a special gift from his players. Check this out. This is totally cool.
With a smile. We thank you for it, buddy. We thank you. You are a Pro Football Hall of Famer. None of those 3 Lombardi trophies would have been possible without you. And as a small token of our gratitude, we have a gift. Charles, it's a painting commissioned by a local artist, Vernon Wells. Jerry, silver and blue are the Cowboys' color. But you look pretty damn good in gold. Welcome to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Well, first of all, that's a little strong to put that much of it out there that big. Don't you think we ought to tone it down a little bit? But there was no doubt when they thought about getting involved with the Cowboys and getting involved with the NFL. There was never a doubt in my mind that Jimmy wasn't who I wanted to be with, be a part of it. Never. What we had with you players, what we had with you is so beautiful. It's not supposed to almost last for 50 years, but it lasted for 4 and 5 years, and it changed our lives. It certainly changed mine, and I'm proud of every one of you. When I looked you in the eyes and saw you tonight, I knew that we were part of something special together. Guys, thank you for the deal very much. Thank you.
That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome gesture from the players there. Everybody was there, even Jimmy Johnson. So check out this other video here of Jerry Jones talking about Jimmy Johnson, and Jimmy Johnson talking about Jerry Jones. All right, so check this out. This is pretty cool too.
Yes, it is good with Jimmy Johnson. It's very good. And Jimmy and I really understand the circumstances. And to some degree, we have a good feel for each other. And so I've always had to overlook his foibles. But he's had to overlook mine too.
I talked to Jerry at the Super Bowl and congratulated him on going into the Hall of Fame. I talked to the media prior to that, and I said, without question, he deserves to be in there. You look at what the impact he has made on the NFL since he's been in the league. I mean, the value of every franchise, can be attributed really to Jerry Jones. And so his passion, his work ethic, and what he's done for the league, he deserved to go in there, and I'm happy for him.
All right, so that video there, I mean, you kind of get the feeling from watching both those videos that maybe things are gonna be mended up finally. All right, and maybe, just maybe, Jimmy Johnson can get inducted into the Ring of Honor. Okay, it needs to happen. Jimmy Johnson, along with Jerry Jones, these two guys, they built that team. You have to have the owner to hire the coach, and the coach, they work together and make these trades. Jimmy Johnson, he means a big thing to the players. I mean, you heard it there. Troy Aikman, asked him to go there. They hold Coach Johnson in a special place in all their hearts, and mine too. I remember when Jimmy resigned, I was at Hooters watching it on the big screen, and I felt sick to my stomach because I knew how much he meant to the team. Still one of my greatest. He's still a favorite of mine. A real good guy, man. He's just a gracious guy. And it's time. He needs to be the next one into the Ring of Honor. I mean, it's a no-brainer. And then after that, he needs to be in the Hall of Fame. And there's other coaches in there that have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. They don't have Jimmy Johnson's credentials. What he's done, he transformed this team. Masterful coach. I mean, it was an amazing run. But let me know what you guys think. What do you think about the Cowboys 25th anniversary? Those guys, all of you guys that grew up during that era, or any of you old-time fans that went through it too. Let me know what do y'all remember about it? What did y'all like about that Super Bowl? You know, what were your favorite things, man? I remember all the turnovers. Jimmy Jones, Leon Lett, Thomas Everett, Russell Maryland, Charles Haley, Ken Norton. I mean, the defense, they destroyed those guys, man. They scored a lot of points just by themselves. Put the offense in scoring positions. Thurman Thomas fumbling all over the place. That's the kind of defense we need. We need a caliber championship defense like that. So let me know what you guys think. Tell me about your memories of this team. All right. So that's it for the weekend. We'll be back here for Monday or Tuesday. I'm still thinking what we'll do here. Of course, we'll continue the pre-combine watch list stuff. We'll keep that up here during the week, and we're almost to it. At the end of the week, it'll be the combine. So I really appreciate all you guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you for the next video. All right, thanks, guys.